episode 606 of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Tonight, we are going to be talking all about day one of this huge pro wrestling weekend, starting off with WWE King and Queen of the Ring, where the finals of both the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring tournaments took place, with new King and Queen crowned, and the undisputed WWE Universal Championship was on the line in the main event. And also tonight's episode of AEW Saturday Collision, the night before the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. All of that right here, right now, 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Welcome, Wrestling Fanatics. Welcome to 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Lance Brock here on this Saturday night, day one of this big pro wrestling weekend. First of all, just let me say that I was planning tonight to have both the regular audio version of the podcast and also the video version, but unfortunately, for some reason tonight, the camera on my laptop not working for some reason. Have no idea why. So tonight, only audio version only of the podcast tonight. Not that anybody is upset about that anyway, so then you don't have to see my ugly face, so that might be a good thing. But audio only tonight here on 360 Wrestling Fanatic episode 606, right here on Spreaker or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcasts at. And let's get right into it. Let's talk about WWE King and Queen of the Ring, live from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, at the Jeddah Superdome. Our commentators for the evening tonight were Michael Cole and Corey Graves, and we start off with the countdown to Saudi Arabia, or countdown to King and Queen of the Ring, I should say, in Saudi Arabia. And we have a match on the countdown show for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defending against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Bianca and Jade successfully retained their women's WWE Tag Team Championships. And then we start the main card with the Women's World Championship on the line. The man, Becky Lynch, defending against Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan was interviewed in the back. She talks about the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, and then we see Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio, and he says that he flew all the way to Saudi Arabia to make sure that she doesn't get her hands on Mommy's Women's World Championship. And pretty good match here. We see Dominic make his way out to ringside, throws in a chair to Becky Lynch, but she wants no part of that. And Liv Morgan ends up using the chair to her advantage, pinning Becky Lynch to win the Women's World Championship. So Dominic Mysterio accidentally costing Becky Lynch the Women's World Championship and helping Liv Morgan win the title will definitely be an interesting storyline for when Rhea Ripley makes her return, if Liv Morgan still has the championship at that time. Next up, the WWE Intercontinental Championship is on the line in a triple threat match. The Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn, who once again was over huge, taking on Big Bronson Reed and Chad Gable with Otis in his corner. Pretty good match here. At the beginning of the match, Gable tells him, when he tells him what to do, or he'll tell him what to do when the time is right, he gets Otis to attack Bronson Reed on the floor. Then he throws Sami Zayn outside the ring, tells Otis to attack him, but Otis, he's conflicted by it, acting like he doesn't want to do it, and Gable goes on the floor, gets in his face, calls him an idiot, and then he slaps him in the face. He picks up Sami, holds him for Otis, but then by the time Otis finally goes to do it, Zayn ducks, and Otis hits Gable. Zayn gets Reed back in the ring, hits him with the haluva kick for the win to retain the Intercontinental Championship. While Sami is celebrating, Chad Gable is on the floor upset with Otis. Next up is the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Nia Jax taking on Lyra Valkyria. Pretty good match here, and Valkyria trying to get Jax off the top rope, and then Nia Jax sits on her in the corner to get the win to become the 2024 Queen of the Ring. And then next up is the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. The Viper Randy Orton taking on the Ring General Gunther. And Gunther gets the win here to become the King of the Ring. But there is some controversy here. Randy Orton's shoulder was up during the pinfall. So we will have to wait and see what happens next. And in the main event of the King and Queen of the Ring, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship is on the line. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, taking on Logan Paul. Actually, quite a fun match here. Of course, Logan Paul has his buddies there. One of them hands Logan a pair of brass knucks. Cody Rhodes comes flying out of the ring. Logan Paul hits him with the already hurt ribs during this match. At one point, Logan hits a crossbody off the corner through the Arabic announce table. and even Logan Paul hits a crossroads of his own, trying to pin Cody Rhodes with his own finisher, but Cody kicks out, and Cody Rhodes hits him with 3 crossroads to pin Logan Paul and successfully retain the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And that was today's, depending where you are in the world, WWE King and Queen of the Ring Premium Live event. Also, it was announced yesterday by Triple H that the winners of the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring will be receiving a title shot of their choice at SummerSlam. So overall, I thought today's PLE was pretty good. I don't know if I would say it was one of the best shows of the year, but still pretty good. Or at least I thought so anyway. And now let's go on over to TBS tonight, because Saturday night's alright for fighting. AEW Saturday Collision, live from Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, the site of tomorrow night's AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view. Our commentators for tonight, Tony Schiavone and Nigel McGuinness. And we start things off with the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley. And then Don Callis comes out and cuts a pretty good promo here, bringing up how Jon Moxley and the BCC busted him open. And then we get to Konosuke Takeshita, and then Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli come out to make the save. And next up is a trios match. Claudio Castagnoli teaming with Daniel Garcia and the ace and president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and they take on the team of the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer, and the Righteous. Good, fun match to start off Collision tonight. Tanahashi pins Vincent to score the win for his team. And next up we have tag team action with the Lucha Brothers, Rey Fenix and Penta El Zero Miedo, not only coming out with Alex Abrahantes, but also their kids, and they take on the Guns. And the Lucha Brothers are victorious in this one to get a shot at the unified AEW Trios and the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championships tomorrow night at Double or Nothing. Kyle O'Reilly defeats KM, and then we see the AEW TBS champion, the face of TBS, Willow Nightingale, cuts a pretty good promo for her match tomorrow night against Mercedes Moné. In the back, Lexi Nair is with Trent Beretta. And then we see Rocky Romero and talks about the best friends, them being family. And he asks after tomorrow night if they could put it all behind them. And Trent just kind of brushes him off, tells him not to interrupt him ever again. And next up, we have a 4-way tag team match honoring the House of Black, Buddy Matthews and Brody King, against the Gates of Agony, the Infantry, and the Acclaimed. Pretty good match here. Buddy Matthews pinning Carly Bravo to score the win for the House of Black. After the match, on the screen, we see the AEW TNT champion, the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland, cutting a promo in the back, and he talks about if Malachi Black defeats him tomorrow night. He has to bend a knee to the House of Black and join them. But he also talked about if he wins, maybe the House will join him. He even mentions the House of Blood, talks about how manipulative he is. And then women's action next. Mariah May taking on legit Layla Hirsch. Fun match here once again. Mariah May getting the win. And then we have Lexi Nair in the back with the challenger for Toni Storm's AEW Women's World Championship, Serena Deeb. And the main event of Collision tonight, a trios match. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, and FTR taking on Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Saddam Singh, along with Sanjay Dutt and Karen Jarrett in their corner. Danielson pins Lethal to score the win for his team. Pretty good main event tonight on Collision, heading in to Double or Nothing tomorrow night. So we had a good first night of pro wrestling this weekend. It concludes tomorrow night with Double or Nothing, and I will try to be right here for a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, unless I can get the camera on the laptop working. It might be another audio only version, so we'll just have to wait and see. And in the comment section, you can go there right now and leave your thoughts and your opinions on tonight's or today's WWE King and Queen of the Ring and tonight's episode of AEW Collision as well, either right here on Spreaker, YouTube, or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcast app. And we'll be back tomorrow for the Sunday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans to preview tomorrow night's AEW Double or Nothing. So I will talk to everybody tomorrow morning. Hope everybody had a great Saturday, enjoyed King and Queen of the Ring and Collision tonight. But until then, I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.